Hello viewers, and in this video I'm going to name the 5 protagonists with the best voice actor. Lieutenant Mike Powell, the protagonist of Medal of Honor Allied Assault. Allied Assault is not the first game of the series, but it became iconic. The game is about how Mike Powell's going in for different subversions. Later, Spearhead and Breakthrough add-ons came out. They had more advanced gameplay and nice voice actors for the protagonists. But later, a separate game came out, Medal of Honor Pacific Assault. There, the protagonist didn't have such a good voice actor. Logan Walker, the protagonist of Call of Duty Ghosts. In Call of Duty series, there were lots of protagonists who were voiced as good as Logan Walker, but to explain why have I chosen just him, I gotta introduce you to Call of Duty series. I barely know anything about games after Ghosts, though. In the first Call of Duty, the protagonists were voiced good, but the game ends with the video with bad voicing of the protagonist. In the first Modern Warfare, Soap's voicing was good, but in the second his voicing was ruined already. Then Black Ops came out, and the protagonists were voiced terribly there. Then Modern Warfare 3 came out, and the situation was better there. Then Black Ops 2 came out, and the protagonists were voiced as terribly as in the first Black Ops. And then Call of Duty Ghosts came out. The protagonists were voiced good, except for Elias Walker, but Logan Walker is the main protagonist, while the other protagonist appears only once. And also, unlike the other protagonists, Logan Walker has an interesting fate. But once again, I'm not really familiar to the games after Ghosts. Shell became the protagonist of Portal games. The first Portal came out within the orange box as an experiment, and the experiment was lucky. The game contained different brain teasers, mean tricks, and even a storyline. The only negative moment was the game was too short. Later, Portal 2 came out as a separate game, and it had a more manifold gameplay and deeper storyline. Further, we have protagonists who are just famous for their voice actors. The protagonist of GTA 3, Claude. Comparing to later games, GTA 3 looks poorly, but when it came out it was blowing up minds. The game was ahead of earlier GTA and Driver games. Comparing to later GTAs, the storyline is not very deep here. Comparing to earlier ones, there is one at least. Cloud's motives are not revealed, and he seems to act just because why not, and he actually had no name in GTA 3. Phone talks in GTA San Andreas allowed to assume that he might be Claude, and later devs confirmed that. Gordon Freeman, the protagonist of some Half-Life games. The first Half-Life remembered as the game that showed that there might be storyline in shooters, which can be contested, as at least Unreal came out earlier. Later, Half-Life 2 came out, and it was so technological that it was too good for its time. Gordon Freeman gained a real glory. He is famous among those who even never played Half-Life, and it happened partly thanks to his voice actor. Maybe someone will dispute positions of some characters, in particular of Claude and Gordon Freeman, but no matter what, I can advise you to play all these games, to listen to the voice actors, and to see an interesting and maybe even a unique fate of Logan Walker.